Man, what's going on, everyone? This is not going to be an easy video to make because this is going to be really awkward. But I recently just upgraded my MacBook, okay? Literally today. I just finished transferring everything over. So this is a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro, right? I had a really good time with it. I love this thing to death, and it made a lot of sense to get this one. And I recently upgraded, and every time I usually get a new device, I usually just show you guys. I didn't even do one for a MacBook yet. I did it for all my iPhones, and you guys are gonna be super proud of me. You guys are not going to believe it at all. I went from a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro to another 2015 Retina MacBook Pro, dude. Now you might be asking yourself, why the heck did you just buy the same exact laptop? And they're actually almost the same exact thing. They have the same screen size, they were released the same year, the same exact storage variant. Pretty much everything is exactly the same except one thing. It's one nasty surprise, doctors hate them, and it's actually the amount of RAM. So this MacBook right here has, my older one had 8 gigs of RAM. This one has 16 gigs of RAM, so twice the amount of RAM. And from my experience, I think this is a pretty decent upgrade from what I can hear. I talked a lot about the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6s. I know that this has nothing to do with that, but the jump from 1 gig of RAM to 2 gigs of RAM was a pretty big deal, so I kind of sense the same thing here. My old MacBook was kind of showing its age a little bit. I could definitely tell. Sometimes if I was exporting a video, it would just take forever. I don't know how much the RAM exactly was the problem for the specific issues I was having. But if I was exporting something, if I was just overall just using it day to day, it would just randomly start heating up and start putting the fan on. It was giving me a lot of problems, and I didn't want to catch something on fire or anything. This is still a great computer. Honestly, it could have been the software. I haven't updated this thing. I was still on High Sierra, so that was pretty much that. And the reason I picked a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro was for these things right here. The MagSafe, I don't really care about that. A lot of people say they like it. I really don't care. It's cool. It's exactly for this thing right here, the USB port. This is an extremely important thing for me. All my things, I don't want to have to rechange my usage of a device based on a USB Type-C port. I understand that's the future and everything, but I'm not in the future yet. I'm pretty much still at least 2 years behind in all the devices that I buy. So there's no point in my opinion to go pick up a newer MacBook, especially the ones that have USB Type-C. And as you can see right here, this has an SD card slot. You guys already know. You guys already seen so many videos. I personally think, dude, this is the best MacBook you can buy, in my opinion. I could have easily bought the newer type one, the 2017, 2018 ones, but I just think that this is so much of a better value, especially when you're getting so much more out of a device. That looks like a pretty good thumbnail than what you would have gotten if you were to get an older one. And here's the crazier thing. This is pretty insane. You know, as time goes, devices get cheaper and cheaper. That's kind of a given. I bought this MacBook, my older one, for about, I think, $750, about, I would say, less than a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, 7 months ago. That's when I bought this one. But then I actually bought this one, which has twice the amount of RAM, same amount of storage, I understand, and it's almost exactly in the same condition. This one just has a little dent on the bottom, but it's not a big deal. I'll probably end up changing the bottom. I bought this one for $500, so $750 to $500. I bought this one cheaper than what I bought this one at just 6 months ago. It's super crazy. And I think, dude, for $500, that's a pretty big deal. That's a really, really good deal for a device, for a MacBook that you're going to be using all the time. I spent, how much did I spend on this? I spent $600 on this, or even $500 maybe. This was a crazy investment too, this iPhone 10. But on top of that, man, I spent $800 on my iPhone 10R. I don't even use this thing anymore. I just have it here, and this thing costs $800, which was even more than this MacBook, which is super crazy. And if I had to choose between an iPhone or a MacBook, I would 100% choose a MacBook to do my daily tasks, whatever, okay? Now that's that one aspect of it. That kind of covers the whole entire gist of why I bought the MacBook, the same 2015 one. But I kind of want to go one step further and talk about why I specifically bought a used MacBook when I could have easily afforded a new one. I don't usually make MacBook videos, so I figured I might as well just put everything in one video and get my ideas out. Didn't feel like doing another double eye sweat today. Now here's the other thing I kind of want to talk about, okay? It's the used prices of the newer style MacBooks, so the 2016 to 2018 ones. So as you can see, this one has the specs of it, 256 gigs and 16 gigs of RAM. So that's a 2015 one, which in my opinion, I think is better than the 2016 one, 2017, quite possibly the 2018 ones too. The main thing that you have to keep in mind though is I'm not saying that this MacBook right here is faster than those or better. I'm just saying that I think this MacBook is a better deal to buy than those newer MacBooks in my opinion. There's a humongous other reason why. If you see this tab, you can see where I'm going to go at in a second. But as you can see, I should actually type in 13-inch. And as you can see, man, these things are still selling for quite a bit of money. Now, this is an older style one. This just says it has Microsoft Office 2016. I see these all the time. I wish people would just stop doing that. But you can see 1100 right there. That's for the 512 variant. Let me see. Okay, 8 gigs of RAM, 256, even worse spec than this one. Almost $1,200. This one, 256, 8 gigs. This is a 2016 one, by the way, over $1,000, over twice the price that I paid for this. This one is a terabyte, so this is kind of understandable. Here's another one. This is kind of a better deal, but 256 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM, $899. So what I'm trying to get at is even for the 2016 models, you're going to be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars more potentially than if you were to just buy a used MacBook. And in my opinion, the 2015 MacBook is still a very good deal. I personally had a 2014 MacBook even last year, and I was making all these videos. So for all those people who are saying like, I want to be a content creator or whatever, I want to be a YouTuber, it doesn't matter. You can have a MacBook with just 8 gigs of RAM, even if it's a couple years older like I've been doing, and still produce videos all the time. I mean, I produce like videos every single day, and only recently has my MacBook started slowing down. That's why I upgraded. And even then, I didn't even get one of these new ones. I got a 2015 one. So in my opinion, I mean, you could easily go buy the newer ones if you want to, but this is just another proponent of me kind of broadcasting people to go get used devices. I mean, me personally, you guys already know, all my phones, everything I buy is all used. This iPhone 10 I bought was used. In fact, I bought the iPhone 10R new and I don't even use it. So I feel like I wouldn't even use that. I wouldn't utilize all the features of a new device. And I just feel like it'd just be a waste of money personally. So I would say looking backwards, anything about Retina MacBook I think is pretty decent depending on your usage. If you're getting like a 2000, I would say go for Retina. The 2012 to 2015 models were very, very good in my opinion. A lot of people don't like some of them. Obviously, the older years you get, the slower and slower they are. I would kind of stay away from the 2012 ones though, because I think they're going to stop being supported in software. I think at least get a 2014 one so you can get a couple more years of software support. But here's the other thing, okay? That's the pricing aspect of it. This is I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but this keyboard problem that you guys are probably already familiar with is such a humongous problem. I couldn't even imagine having a MacBook and have it messing up this badly, man. I'm telling you. So you can see just all these articles and I see tons of people talking about it. And I kind of relate this back to my LG G2 problem. If you guys aren't familiar, I had an LG G2 and a lot of people were saying every day that I owned it for like a year and a half. People would tell me, oh, it's going to have touch disease, it's going to boot loop this and that. And I never experienced that until it did, you know? So you don't think it's going to happen to you until it happens. And I feel like at a certain point, maybe more people are vocal about it. So maybe it's not even happening to too many people. But I feel like as time progresses, it's going to happen and happen more often. So this is a humongous problem, and I feel like with any single article I read about it, it's just crazy. As you can see, Apple made a statement right here, and I assume they're fixing them, but still, apparently some people did say that after they fixed it, it still caused the same problem, so it's super crazy. You can see which MacBooks are, I guess, available for the replacement for the Apple service for the keyboard thing. You can see it's all those ones with the new butterfly keyboard, the 2015 Retina MacBooks, which had those, not this one, just the Retina MacBooks, not the MacBook Pros, and all these other MacBooks too, man. And I'll tell you that getting a used MacBook, in my opinion, is probably the best used product you can buy. Yes, a lot of things have changed with the newer ones, but there's also so many faulty problems. Apple's doing their keyboard service program thing. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before someone else's MacBook would mess up. And that's pretty much why I picked up another 2015 MacBook Pro, a Retina version, and I like it a lot. I don't think there's too many problems with it. Maybe I should have upped in the RAM or something like that, but I think at the end of the day, it's okay. I don't think it's going to be causing too many problems. I kind of wish, because I don't think they make a 32 gig variant of RAM for a 13 inch. I don't know if I should go up to a 15 inch, but that's pretty much what I think, man. So out with the old, in with the new. I guess we'll kind of see what happens here. Maybe I'll eventually probably end up getting a newer MacBook, like the newer type, but not until Apple fixes this keyboard issue. This is totally embarrassing on their aspect of it. And like I said, I may have considered it had Apple not had that humongous keyboard problem. I feel like with the USB Type-C thing and the SD card thing, I can probably get over it, but I don't know, man. I feel like these things are super cool. I feel like I'm going to go through a lot of these in my life. As long as this thing is still supported in software, I'm probably going to end up using this over other devices or like over other MacBooks just for the port selection. So it'd be really cool if Apple were to bring back the SD card slot. I feel like I can get by with USB Type-C, but with the SD card, that's something I use all the time. And I don't want to bring a dongle with me or anything like that. So that's pretty much it, man. That's where I'm going to leave it at. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button. That don't mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. So it don't mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. And also I forgot to say this. If you want to pick up a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro, I will leave a link in the description. It'll be the first link down there. Hopefully Amazon's still selling them. If not, I'll just link them on eBay or something. But every single time someone buys something through those links, it actually helps support the channel at the same time so we can do more videos like this and do more giveaways. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. I just need someone to make a song about me. That's my only thing. As long as you're singing, rapping, I don't care. You just have to make it. You can't just write the lyrics to it. You actually have to sing it or rap it. I'm not going to show anybody unless you're cool with me doing it. And yeah, we're just going to go from there. But yeah, I'll just be waiting for that. Once there's a submission, just DM me or something. I don't care. And we'll just go from there. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.